Hi, Lauren Eldaher here. This week's video, we're going on Reddit. I am a Florida native, I'm a Florida attorney and realtor, and I help people all the time relocating to Florida. And they tell me that they learn a lot about Florida from YouTube, a lot of Facebook groups, and they also tell me they read a lot of the Reddit boards about moving to Florida, and I've never done that. So I figured today, let's do it together. I'm gonna investigate some and then I'll give you my real reaction on it as someone who has lived in Florida their whole life, and it might be funny. I'm just gonna do a Google search for Reddit moving to Florida. This one's a lot. Okay, my advice, here we go. There's 6 points. Number 1, research where you want to live on your own. Find out who the major employers are, the cost of living, proximity to the beach if that's important. We can't do this for you. I've found the website niche to be helpful in gauging whether or not a town is a cultural wasteland. Wow. It's good advice to research where you want to live. I think people are researching on Reddit. Anyways, the website niche, I also recommend to people. I don't know what a cultural wasteland means, but all right. Tip number 2, join the Florida sub and lurk. I thought you just said Reddit can't do it for you. Anyways, we have a weird bug phenomenon that we discuss every year. We have large birds that own the streets and it's illegal to move them. This is the stuff you need to know about. Yes. So maybe the bug phenomenon is love bugs. Every year there's a ton of love bugs. They stick to the front of your car and you gotta wash them off. Otherwise they really damage the paint. It's not really something to get mad about though. And birds that own the streets. I don't know what that means. Down in the Keys, they have roosters that walk around in the streets. In parts of Fort Lauderdale, there's, what do you call it? Peacocks. There's peacocks on some of the streets, and I don't think you can move them. And there's ducks, but I don't know if that's what they're talking about. Number 4, it's unbearably hot, sometimes from March until December. I've experienced 90-degree Christmases. Go open your dryer mid-cycle and stick your face in there. That's a typical August morning at 7 a.m. Your AC will run 24 hours. If it breaks, you have a few hours before death is imminent. You have to take this into account. We don't have fall. Trick-or-treating in Florida involves deep sweat and tears. Okay, that was a lot. That one got me. If your AC breaks, you have a few hours before death is imminent. That got me. Yes, you do run your AC 24 hours. We only have a few months of the year that it's cool enough to kind of open your doors and windows, and it's not every day of those months that it's that cool. I have seen 90-degree Christmases. Last Christmas was like 40 degrees though, so you kind of don't know year to year. And trick-or-treating involves deep sweat and tears. Depending on where you live, yes, mosquitoes are a problem. You probably are going to want bug spray. You might sweat. And the tears thing, I don't know. That sounds like a personal problem. Number 5, you got to find your own job. You just have to. You're an adult. You probably should have a job just in general, no matter what state you're in. Okay, now let's hit some of the comments back to him. Okay, so here's some people talking about the AC running for 24 hours and if it breaks. This person said, also, the Sunshine State is also the soggy state and the lightning capital of the US. Soggy, I guess they mean humidity. Yes, we do get a lot of humidity. I don't know if we have more lightning than anywhere else, but I do love watching the heat lightning over the ocean in the summertime. It's really cool and I think it's beautiful. This person said, when Hurricane Irma hit, I lost power for almost 2 weeks. Of course, the AC was not working, but even worse, my electric hurricane shutters wouldn't open, so I had no ventilation at all. It was awful. Oh, well, I've never had electric hurricane shutters, so I've never had that problem, but yeah, losing power in a hurricane is probably scarier than the actual hurricane, just because you're about to sweat. This person says, I was 13 when Hurricane Charlie hit and all my friends and I lost power. I was at a classmate's house and got my first kiss, and it was very, very sweaty and humid. Random, gross, but kind of fond memory. There's a lot of oversharing on Reddit, I guess. This person says, do not think Reddit is representative of Florida or any city or town. Reddit is and always will be exactly what it is. I don't know what it is. That's why I'm here to find out. Someone said that's good advice. I'm preparing to move there if I have to escape the mandatory COVID shot in order to have and keep a job. Yours is pretty much the only state that's outright banned passports as strong. I am not going to touch this with a 10-foot pole. I love Reddit and I love Florida. Me too, I think. Jury's still out on Reddit, but I do love Florida. Fun fact about Florida, Category 3+ is when you should worry. Okay, back to talking about hurricanes. Also, if you see people running out of the stores with piles of water, it's time to check the news. That's very true. A lot of us don't pay attention to the local news during hurricane season, and you start realizing that a hurricane is coming because you see people reacting to it instead of seeing the news alerts that it's coming. Oh, okay, so here, the guy who posted the thing, I think, added additional notes, a couple additional notes. Yes, we have alligators. No, they probably won't kill you, but they might. Yes, we do have gators. When's the last time I saw one? I don't know. I was driving on Alligator Alley. I don't know. I've lived here my whole life and I've never been killed by a gator, so for whatever that's worth. Okay, so all in all, Reddit seems like a pretty funny place to get information. Seems like there's a lot of angry people there. There's a lot of opinions, and no one shows their face, so you don't actually know who's saying any of this stuff. Most people have little emojis instead of putting who they are. I think you'd be better off asking advice from someone who actually lives here. Like maybe give me a call. I work with people moving here from out of state all the time, and I've lived here my whole life, so I can really give you the down low on living in Florida. So feel free to reach out to me with any questions. And in the meantime, Reddit is good for a laugh. Until next week, bye.